Okay. Now you could also record in case you have the time, so that just in case because the Saturday before last I had an issue with the live stream, I could not generate the link, so you could also try to record.
Okay. Lawrence, can you come up again? I lost a little bit. I lost you a little bit.
No, I said you could also record if you have the time, just in case.
Record. Okay.
Yeah.
I can record. Don't worry. I can record on my own as well.
Okay. Now I'll just make you the host, and then
okay.
Yeah, I'll make you the host. You can pause the live stream.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then
yes, I can see.
Once you're ready,
you
start.
Sure. Francesca, how is Ghana? Altine Toga, you are from where already? I forgot. Francesca, how is Ghana?
Nina?
Yeah.
Okay, I've made you the host now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
So maybe you can pause the live streaming.
Okay.
And then once you're ready, you can start it.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, you could do the same for the live stream.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I think you can just let the live stream be. And
okay. Altine Toga Hanatu, how are you?
Hey, Tafazwa. Hey, Priscilla. Priscilla, welcome. Hey.
Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Bonjour tout le monde. Est-ce que vous m'entendez?
Yes, we can hear you.
Bonjour, Camara.
Oui, bonjour.
Oui, mes condoléances
On
pour
vous entend.
pour Jean Bassène, en fait. C'est triste d'apprendre ça en cette période où on a besoin d'un leader comme lui dans le mouvement, en fait. Force à vous.
Merci beaucoup, c'est gentil. C'est vrai que c'est triste, mais on tient le coup quand même.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Samuel. How are you doing? Can you guys hear me? Linda, Samuel?
Good morning, Ariana. How are you?
I hope you are good. I'm good. How are you? How was the week? Bonjour, John Boyne. J'espère que tu vas bien. Et joyeux fête de réunification pour le Cameroun.
Ah, bonjour, Rina. Merci bien. J'espère que la semaine s'est bien déroulée de votre côté.
Oui, c'est bien déroulé, en fait, et c'est bien passé.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning, John. Morning, everyone. Okay, Nina, over to you.
Thank you. John, no, John. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you so much. I will share my screen now. Then where is the So good morning, everyone. Let's start. As you know, my name is Hirnena. I am here from Madagascar, and today we will have a session related to let's say personal development as on your journey as an S2C ambassador. Right now when you are on this journey, you will be asked to reach some level of leadership. You ask to go out of your comfort zone. So when you are doing that, you need a certain level of we call it soft skills. So me, I am in charge of sharing with you, not teaching you, but sharing with you some things related to personal development, and related as well to some soft skills like communication and things like this. So today we will be talking about personality types, and also we're talking about communication components that will take us about an hour for today. And as you know, today there is no translation for French, for Francophone participants. So I will at the same time try to speak English, and also shift on a French sometimes. So I'm sorry for that. We want that everyone in this course will understand and will be we will understand what is going on the training. That is very important. Bonjour tout le monde. En même temps, je vais parler en français, je vais parler en anglais aussi en même temps, parce que c'est mon tour en fait de conduire la session aujourd'hui. Et si c'est moi, je vais tout simplement me focaliser dans les aspects du développement personnel, aussi les aspects de ce qu'on appelle les soft skills, les communications pour influence et des choses comme ça. Donc aujourd'hui, on va parler de notre type de personnalité, et aussi on va parler des comment on appelle des tests de personnalité, et aussi des communications pour influence. Aujourd'hui, ça va nous prendre en 1 heure de temps ces 2 sessions-là aujourd'hui. Et puis, comment dire, vous en aurez besoin. Pourquoi? Parce que quand vous naviguez dans cette journée en tant que S2C ambassadeur, vous êtes demandé comment d'utiliser votre potentiel en termes de leadership, en termes d'efficacité personnelle, et aussi en termes de, comment je vais dire, on vous demande d'aller au-delà de votre personnalité, au-delà de vous-même. Du coup, vous en aurez besoin de trucs comme ça. So I will start by sharing my screen, of course. But before we start, is everyone good? I think it's good to ask if you guys are all doing good. You can write on the chat box or speak, right? How are you doing? How was the week? That is very important for me to understand. How are you today? How was the week? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How are you? How was the week?
We can hear you.
How are you? How was the week? Comment allez-vous?
Ah,
Comment c'est? Mhm.
je vais bien, la semaine s'est bien passée.
Mhm.
Et
C'est important. Merci. I think I need to share this. Okay, so you where is it? So guys, as I start today, we will start with this session we call personality types, la type de personnalité. As I explained, in our society, in our community right now, we are confronted to different situations which impacted a lot our personalities, our identity, our impacted a lot of who we are. That is very, very important, because I think there is two types of area that is really impacted our identity, our personality. First, the society. Of course, the society is imposing you what you should be, how you should behave, and also giving you those what we call the unconscious bias. Bias that is most of the times influence our personality, our identity. The things is the society told us is really sticking in our mind, sticking in our subconscious mind, and we unconsciously we are about to implement that in our everyday life. That is first. And secondly, there is also us. We want to show an image, a public image, on how people want to see us. I think the most common, how do you call it? Most common example is Facebook. We use the social media for us to show who we are. But unfortunately, those are not what we are. Those are not our identity. Those are just the type of information we want to share to people. So either the image or the identity the society wants to include in us, wants to stick on us, or the image we want to share to the public is not our what we are. So today I will bring you through this personality type test. We call it MBTI, Myers-Briggs Personality Type Indicator. This is the common personality type test that is used worldwide. So I will bring you through this personality type today. The aim is, for you at least to understand who you are, but also to understand some types of characteristics that might describe, might be who you are, that might describe as well some of your passions, some of your convictions, something like this. So I will switch in French, so for the francophone will understand. So les gars, aujourd'hui, je vais vous emmener dans cette test de type de personnalité pour vous aider en fait de comprendre mieux qui vous êtes vraiment. Le truc, c'est que nous, on fait face à différents trucs qui influencent notre identité, notre personnalité, comme par exemple l'image que la société voulait nous inculquer. Par exemple, la société nous dit qui on est, comment on devait se comporter, quelque chose comme ça. Et deuxièmement aussi, l'image qu'on veut véhiculer au public, on appelle ça l'image publique. Et la plupart du temps, on utilise les réseaux sociaux, surtout Facebook, pour montrer aux gens qui nous est vraiment. Mais le truc, c'est que ce n'est pas nous, en fait, ce sont des trucs qu'on invente, que la société invente pour nous inculquer et pour nous dire qui nous est vraiment. Mais aujourd'hui, je vais vous emmener dans cette, comment dire, test de personnalité pour vous aider à comprendre mieux qui vous êtes vraiment. Guys, the first things I wanted to do is to take a note. Maybe just write one letter in every slide. So I will ask you to write one letter in every slide in different how do you call it questions. So the only things you can do is you will just write one letter. I will ask you to do that after. And also the response from you should not have exceed 30 seconds. That is the rules. So in for the first slide, it's for the Anglophone people. And the first test is related to the energy orientation. Are you extraverted or are you a person of introverted? So please be ready. I will ask you the question if you are extrovert or if you are introvert. So the first question, if you are extrovert, you act and you reflect. That is it. But if you are introvert, you reflect and then after you act. You do things and then after you reflect first and you act. But if you are extrovert, you act and then after you reflect. Secondly, if you are extrovert, you need interaction with people. But if you are introvert, you need time out. You need a time out. You need things to do by your own. You need you to be alone most of the time. If you are extrovert, you are motivated by people and things. But you are introvert, you are motivated internally. If you are extrovert, you need a variety of people to interact with. But if you are introvert, you, what is it? Just one-to-one relationship. You just have one friend. What is it by the end of the day? So guys, if you are extrovert,
You want to come outside of my...
You need to write E, just E. If you are introvert, you need to write I. Don't worry. Sometimes it's confusing you, but just write the things you said. This is maybe the what is it, the types that is describing me most. So don't worry, it's not 100% extrovert or introvert. There is some things that will confuse you. So now I will give you 10 seconds to just write E or I. If you are extrovert and what is it related to those characteristics of introvert, just write E. If you are introvert and what is it, how do you call it, related to those characteristics of introvert, you just need to write I. Then I will come back to you, but now I will go on what is it, on a French test. So maintenant c'est pour le français. Pour commencer, je vais vous demander de faire un test de l'orientation de votre énergie. Est-ce que vous êtes extraverti ou est-ce que vous êtes introverti? Premièrement, si vous êtes extraverti, vous agissez premièrement, après vous réfléchissez. Ça, c'est quelque chose quand vous êtes extraverti. Vous faites les choses et puis après, c'est là que vous réfléchissez. Après, si vous êtes introverti, vous réfléchissez d'abord et puis vous agissez après. Donc, vous aurez le temps de réfléchir si vous êtes introverti. Deuxièmement, si vous êtes extraverti, vous avez besoin d'interaction avec les gens. Mais si vous êtes introverti, vous avez besoin d'espace. Vous n'aimez pas que les gens viennent vers vous pour vous, comment dire, pour vous importuner dans n'importe quoi, en fait. Troisièmement, si vous êtes extraverti, vous êtes motivé par les gens ou les choses. Mais si vous êtes introverti, vous êtes motivé intérieurement. Donc, dernièrement, si vous êtes extraverti, vous aimez bien interagir avec les gens variés. Mais si vous êtes, comment dire, introverti, vous aimerez les relations juste une à une relation. Je pense que c'est le mot exact, une à une relation. Donc, vous ne devez pas dépasser 30 secondes pour répondre. Et si vous répondez, si vous êtes extraverti, juste écrivez I. Si vous êtes introverti, vous écrivez E. J'ai confondu avec l'anglais, en fait. Et si vous êtes introverti, vous écrivez I. Mets-le en majuscule si possible. Okay. For the English people, I think you have finished to choose E or I. So now I will ask you to make a test about your understanding on what you understand things. And then I will ask you if you are a sensing person or if you are an intuitive person. First characteristic, not question. If you are a sensing person, you live in the present. If you are intuitive persons, you are dreaming a lot about the future. You live in the future. Secondly, if you are a sensing person, you use a common sense to understand things, meaning you use your hand, your skin, your eyes, and common sense to understand things. But if you are an intuitive person, you use your imagination and creativity to understand things. If you are a sensing person, you memorize things through fact. But if you are intuitive persons, you memorize things through pattern and connection of things. If you are a sensing person, you like concrete information. You don't like broad information. You like very concrete information. If you are an intuitive person, you like an ambiguous data and you like to guess things. So for for you right now, if you are a sensing person and related to those different characteristics of sensing persons, you just write S. If you are an intuitive person and related to those characteristics of intuitive persons, you just write N, not E. So now you should have 2 letters on your side. I will switch in French now. Les gars, la deuxième question, c'est pour vous tester en quoi vous voulez apprendre ou de quelle manière, de quelle méthode vous aimeriez apprendre en fait. Est-ce que vous êtes des sensing personnes, est-ce que vous êtes des intuitive personnes? Donc, si vous êtes des sensing persons, vous vivez dans le présent. Mais si vous êtes des intuitive personnes, vous rêvez des futurs, vous vivez dans le futur en fait. Donc, vous avez beaucoup plus d'imagination. Si vous êtes des sensing personnes, vous utilisez le sens commun, l'odorat, l'ouïe, la toucher pour comprendre des choses. Mais si vous êtes des intuitive personnes, vous utilisez votre imagination et créativité pour comprendre quelque chose. Troisièmement, si vous êtes un sensing person, vous mémorisez les choses à partir des faits. Mais si vous êtes des intuitive personnes, vous mémorisez en fonction des connexions ou des suites à donner de beaucoup de choses pour comprendre quelque chose. Donc, si vous êtes des sensing persons, vous aimerez des informations concrètes. Vous n'aimez pas l'ambiguïté, vous n'aimez pas l'imprécision, mais vous aimerez les informations concrètes. Si vous êtes intuitif, vous confiez à des données plus ambiguës, à d'imagination, de devinettes et tout ça. Donc, si vous êtes des sensibles personnes et que vous répondez aux caractéristiques que je venais de voir, juste écrivez S. Si vous êtes des intuitive personnes et que vous, répondez aux caractéristiques suivantes, vous écrivez N. Camara, tu as des questions? You have questions, you can ask. You raise your hand. You raise your hand.
En fait, moi, je voulais savoir. Oui. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear clearly.
OK.
Camara, I can hear you.
Je voulais savoir, et si on trouve tous ces points en soi, est-ce qu'on pourrait dire qu'on est les deux?
Comme j'ai dit, ça peut être confus parce que les deux pourraient, tu vois, correspondre à ce que tu es. Mais j'aimerais que tu fasses une décision qui dit que à 50,001%, c'est ça qui me décrit le mieux. Est-ce que tu comprends? Donc, il faut que tu fasses des décisions, camarade. Tu comprends?
D'accord, merci beaucoup.
Je vous en prie.
Oui, je comprends. Merci.
Thank you. Then the next question is about when you are making a choice. Are you thinking? Are you use your brain, or are you use your heart? Are you use your feelings? This is what is it? The next question, and for English-speaking people. Right now, remember you have 2 letters on you already. So now, if you are making a choice, if you are thinking, you decide through fact or logic things. But you are feeling, if you are feeling people, you decide through feelings and impact that might cause your choice. I repeat, if you are thinking people, you decide through fact and logic. So what you make a choice through what makes sense. In other words, if you are a feeling people, you decide through your feelings and the impact of your decision. If you are a thinking people, secondly, you are oriented through task and work. So I do this because I have to do this. But when you are a feeling people, you are oriented through people's need and doing this because these people needs this to be done, or because because that will impact these people's lives or some things. If you are a thinking people, you provide objective analysis. If you are a feeling people, you like a consensus and on an opinion. When you decide, when you make a choice, you like to find the consensus. But if you are a thinking people, you make analysis and decide on yourself. If you're a thinking people, you accept conflict. You accept conflict. You can go to people and talk to the people that you have a conflict with. But if you are a feeling people, you unsettled by conflict. You just run away from conflict. You don't want conflict. So now, the English-speaking people, please, if you are a thinking people, please write T. If you are a feeling people, please write F. So now you have 3 letters on your side. If you are a thinking people, please write T. If you are a feeling people, please write F. Now for French people. Les gars, là maintenant, on va vous tester comment vous faites des choix. Est-ce que vous êtes des personnes pensives ou est-ce que vous êtes des personnes émotives quand vous décidez quelque chose? Donc, si vous êtes des thinking people, vous décidez à partir des faits ou des logiques. Donc, quand vous décidez, c'est quelque chose qui a du sens ou quelque chose qui est logique, c'est là que vous décidez. Ou si vous êtes des feeling people, vous décidez à partir des émotions ou à partir des impacts de votre acte, des impacts qui pourraient affecter votre acte, en fait. Deuxièmement, si vous êtes des thinking people, vous êtes orienté, votre orientation se fait par des tâches et des travail. Moi, je fais ça parce que je dois faire ça. Mais si vous êtes des feeling people, vous êtes orienté par des besoins des gens. Je vais faire ça parce que ces gens-là ont besoin de ça. Si vous êtes des thinking people, vous analysez quand vous faites des choix. Mais si vous êtes des feeling people, vous aimerez le consensus quand vous prenez des décisions. Vous considérez les autres opinions et tout ça. Mais quand vous êtes des thinking people, vous aimerez faire des analyses vous-même et proposer des décisions par vous-même. Dernièrement, si vous êtes des thinking people, vous acceptez les conflits. Vous pouvez venir vers les gens avec qui vous avez des conflits et puis vous parlez avec les gens. Mais si vous êtes des feeling people, vous fuyez les conflits. Vous fuyez les conflits comme ça. Donc, si vous pensez que vous êtes des thinking people, écrivez T. Ou si vous êtes des feeling people, écrivez tout simplement F. Écrivez le temps que je finisse avec cette dernière question avec les anglophones. English-speaking people, as I said, I need to switch between English and French. My brain right now is working very, very hard because it's hard to speak French and English at the same time. But now this is the last question for the English-speaking people. How you orient your action, by judging or by perceiving? I want to make a note that judging here not really meaning on a negative way. It also meaning it could be also in a positive way, because judging most of the times you consider it in a negative way, but now it can be also in a positive way. So as I said, we will test on your action orientation. You are judging people, you are perceiving people. If you're judging people, you are planning in advance. When you want to do some things, you plan and then after you do. But if you are a perceiving people, you plan and go. You plan on the go. You go, no plans, you just go do your thing. If you are a judging people, you do your task related to action. Just one task related to action. Most of the times, mainly is this task related action. But if you are a perceiving people, you can do multitask at one time. Most of the time, this is women. Women can at the same time take care of the baby, feed the baby, cleaning the house, making the food. So those are things. Man, if you just give them 2 things to do, the brain is exploded. So this is most of the times related to those things, and just a personal viewpoint. If you are judging people, you avoid stress of the deadlines. You do things before the deadlines just to avoid the stress. But if you are really the persevering people, you really like to work on their deadlines. The assignment deadline is tomorrow. Today you are working hard on it, and then you just didn't think about it 2 weeks or 1 week ago. If you are judging people, you use target, dates, routines to manage life. Meaning you put a target monthly, semester, annually, you put that, and you put routine to achieve this target. But if you are a persevering people, you avoid commitment, which interfere with, and you are like flexibility and variety of things. You like to enjoy your life, not being, going on those target and that and the routines things. So guys, this is the last word you have. If you are judging people, you need to write D. And if you're a person people, you need to write P. So now you have 4 letters on you. I will be back. Finishing with the French people. Sorry, my brain is about to explode right now. Les francophones, ça c'est la dernière question. Je suis désolé, en même temps, je parle français, je parle anglais. Il y a mon cerveau qui est en train d'abandonner, mais je vais essayer de lui faire fonctionner. Là, on va vous poser des questions relatives à l'orientation de votre action. Est-ce que vous êtes judging? Est-ce que vous êtes perceiving people? Judging, est-ce que vous jugez ou est-ce que vous percevez, en fait? Si vous êtes judging persons, vous planifiez en avance quand vous aimeriez faire des choses. Mais si vous êtes perceiving people, vous ne planifiez rien, vous faites juste des choses comme ça. Et votre plan, c'est juste d'aller et de faire les choses. Si vous êtes judging people, vous faites des choses qui est en relation avec une action précise. Donc, vous n'êtes pas capable de faire différentes choses en même temps. Mais si vous êtes des perceiving people, vous êtes capable de faire des choses en même temps. Je pense que ça, en français, on appelle ça monochrome et polychrome. Je pense que c'est le mot exact. Si vous arrivez à faire quelque chose en même temps, on vous appelle monochrome, je ne sais pas. Oui. Si vous êtes judging people, vous évitez le stress des deadlines. Si on vous dit de faire des choses, vous finissez bien avant. Mais si vous êtes des perceiving people, il y a des gens qui sont comme ça, hein, vous êtes à l'aise sous la pression des deadlines. Vous êtes à l'aise et vous êtes très productif sous la pression des deadlines. Dernièrement, si vous êtes judging people, vous avez tendance à avoir des buts, à mettre des buts, des dates, des routines pour gérer votre vie. Donc, vous mettez des objectifs mensuels, trimestriels, semestriels, annuels, vous mettez des dates et vous mettez des routines, en fait, pour arriver à cet objectif. Et si vous êtes des perceiving people, vous n'aimerez pas ça. Vous évitez les engagements. Et vous aimerez plus flexible et plus variant dans ce que vous avez fait. Donc, si vous êtes judging person, vous écrivez D. Si vous êtes perceiving people, vous écrivez P. Donc là, maintenant, vous avez 4 grandes lettres avec vous, là, maintenant. Guys, do you all have what? Tapadjoa, you missed the second question, sorry. Missed the second question. No, normally, right now, you have 4 big letters, 4 letters, right? And there is how do you call it? How can I say this? Handout that Lawrence has sent you yesterday. And please go and refer to those 4 letters and please read it. And after you will give your feedback. Normally, this, A test will give you clearly what is your personality and what is the characteristic that is describing you the most. So please go on the handout named personality types. If you don't have it, I put it on the chat, on the very beginning of the chat, and you can read it and give me feedback after. Les gens, là maintenant, vous avez 4 lettres avec vous. S'il vous plaît, vous pouvez ouvrir les, comment on dit, les handouts, les supports de cours qu'on vous a envoyé hier. Un fichier qui s'appelait, un fichier qui s'appelle type de personnalité MBTI. Vous pouvez lire les références, les caractéristiques en référant avec 4 lettres maintenant. Donc, en fonction de ces 4 lettres, il faut que vous lisez ça et puis je vous donne 3 minutes pour lire et puis on va revenir pour des feedbacks. Guys, I will give you 3 minutes to read and then we will have a feedback after. Is everything clear? Please let me know if everything is clear. Est-ce que tout va bien?
Hello.
Hello. Hey, who is this?
Francisca.
Hey, my Francisca, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
Yes, what can I help you?
I was wondering if you could explain the sensitive and intuitive again. And then second,
Okay.
it looks like I can't find it on the chat box. The resource you said you posted there.
Okay, it's in the beginning. Maybe I will send it again. But if you can check on your WhatsApp as well. I think who is it? What is it? Lawrence sent it on the WhatsApp chat as well. So I will explain the sensing and intuitive. So on the sensing and intuitive part, we want to know how you understand things, right? If you are a sensing people, you are living in the present. So your mind, your concentration is on the present. But if you are an intuitive people, you live in the future. You are dreaming about the future. You're really thinking of you having the 4 children with your handsome husband and all of those things. Secondly, if you're a sensing people, you use your common sense. Okay. You use your common sense to understand things. But if you are an intuitive people, you use your imagination and your creativity to understand things. If you are a sensing people, you memorize things through fact. But if you are an intuitive people, you memorize things through patterns and connection. And lastly, if you are sensing people, you like concrete information, right? You like to say, this is the information, nothing else. But if you are an intuitive people, you like ambiguous data and you like to guess. You like non-concrete information, actually. I hope that could help you to decide if you are S or if you are N. Francesca. Then I will send the, what is it, what do you call fichier? The files now.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. Did you receive it? It's on the chat box.
I've not seen it yet.
Really?
Yes, the last one here is Tafazwa's message.
Tafazwa's, yeah, before Tafazwa's message. Yeah,
that's the last thing I see here.
Okay, maybe I need to share it on a drive or something, right?
Maybe, yes.
Okay, let me work on it now then. Guys, while I am putting it on a drive, can you give feedback? How do you feel? Did that really describe your or what? Please share. Guys, you want to share?
Harinana, do we have to tell the letters we wrote?
Sorry?
Are we to tell you the letters we wrote?
The letters you wrote.
You
I
asked
can't
us
hear.
to, okay, so the personality types or the traits, you asked us to write letters to represent the ones that best applies to us.
Yes, yes.
Then saying we should write S, and then, and I was asking if that is what you're asking us to share now.
Yes, yes, yes. Did this I just passed on the chat box the what is it, the link. So you
Yes,
can,
I've seen it. Thank you very much.
you're welcome. The second one is the English one. Okay. Any feedbacks from you guys? The retour de votre part? The feedback de votre part? You can put the feedback on the chat. How do you see the test? That did that help you to understand more who you are, what your characteristics is, and everything? Are we here?
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. You can go ahead. Can you speak louder, brother, please?
Harry,
Yes.
it looks like we need to grant us access to the document because
Okay.
it is not open yet. So I have requested for access.
You have requested for it. It needs access. Okay, okay. I will go now.
Okay.
It's shared now, Francesca.
Okay, thank
Maintenant,
you
c'est
very much.
partagé tout le monde. Je ne sais pas qu'est-ce qu'il y a pris. Okay, you can read and give a feedback after.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yes, I'm on it, sir.
Yes, I'm listening to you, brother.
I'm having the challenges, I guess.
Yes.
Now, on the area of the topic,
Brother, I can't hear you clearly. I can't hear you clearly. I'm sorry. There is an error notification on the form. What can I do? Let me change it then. It's already shared.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Please, can you? I think I was logged out of the meeting and came back, but the link is gone.
The link is gone. Okay, I will send it again.
Thank you.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Here we are.
Thank you.
No, Tehu. You good? Thank you, Priscilla. Thanks, Priscilla.
Helena, please, can you grant access again? The first ones you grant access, it's all French.
Okay, all French. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me look on that now. These technologies. Yes, it's shared.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, I think it's. Let me open it because it's French again.
Again, it's French again?
Yes.
What happened? Maybe can I click on this link that I'm sharing here? The second one is the. Okay, can you? That's not the Dama camera. It's good.
They're unable to access the document.
You have access to the documents. You don't have.
access bot is unnamed.
Okay. Okay, let me grant it access now then. Shared. Let me share the documents on WhatsApp as well now. Okay, it's good. Okay, I think you could, all of you could have access to what is it, to the document, and if not, we can what is it, we can go with it after, but we don't have much time left. So I would suggest if we go on the next sessions, which is about communication components. Les gars, vous aurez le temps de lire le document après, mais là maintenant, parce qu'il ne nous reste plus beaucoup de temps. Donc là maintenant, on va s'attaquer directement aux prochaines sessions qui s'intitule la communication pour influence. Guys, the most important and the most something to ask first is, how in control are you? Are you really in control of yourself, or are you driven by something else? As you could see here in this image, that most of what we do, what we decide, what we do in our daily life, it's mainly controlled by our subconscious mind. 95% of what we are doing, our behavior, our daily decisions, our daily routines, is really what is it, controlled and dictated by the subconscious mind. Only 5% is the one that is what is it, dictated and managed by the what is it, the conscious mind. Les gars, comme on connaît là maintenant, c'est très difficile de dire que nous on contrôle nous-mêmes. Il y avait beaucoup de circonstances qui fait que nous, on n'a pas vraiment le contrôle de nous-mêmes. Et ça prouve cette image que 95% de ce qu'on fait, c'est géré et dicté par ce qu'on appelle la subconscience. 95% de notre décision journalière, de ce qu'on fait, de notre comportement, de notre attitude, c'est dicté par ce qu'on appelle la subconscience. Et juste 5% de ce qu'on fait, de ce qu'on décide dans nos vies de tous les jours sont ceux qui dictent, qui sont dictés par notre conscience, notre nous conscient. Donc, il y a quelque chose à comprendre là-dessus. As I explained before, the conscious mind, which is only dictated by 5% of our daily behavior, which control the 5% of daily behavior, will just help us on making logics, making things, what is it, making sense of some things, making our daily decisions, just working on the what is it, making details in our life and plan, the communication and organization. It controls only 5% of our behavior. most of our daily decisions, most of our what we do every day is really controlled by the subconscious mind. 85% of what we do is controlled by subconscious mind. The conscious mind is just a goal setter, but the subconscious mind is the goal getter. So for me to tell you that in our daily life, the people that is in interaction with you is controlled by 85% of their subconscious mind, which means they are in front of you, they're talking to you, they are interacting with you, but they are not really in a full control of their selves. Meaning they are 85% controlled by their subconscious mind. Some things that they don't know, some things that they are, most of the time they don't really aware of it. So in this session about communication for influence, we will talk mostly about subconscious mind, because this is most of the time the part that is really controlled your behavior, how you control. So if you really know how to communicate, how to impose a communication style, you will have a better chance to control any personal interaction, any personal communication. I will shift in French. Les gars, comme je vous ai expliqué tout à l'heure, seulement 5% de ce qu'on a fait tous les jours qui nous aide à faire la logique, qui nous aide à réfléchir, qui nous aide à faire des décisions, qui nous aide à gérer les détails dans la vie de tous les jours. Et seulement 5% qui contrôlent notre comportement sont notre nous conscient, notre conscience personnelle. Mais 95% de ce qu'on fait, de ce qu'on décide inconsciemment sont dictés par comment on appelle le subconscious mind, comment on appelle ça? Aidez-moi, Marie Camara, j'ai oublié le mot. Le subconscious mind,
Subconscient.
La subconscience, merci frère. En fait, tu vois, l'anglais et le français, ça tue quelquefois. Donc, c'est géré par notre subconscience. Ce qui veut dire que nous, on interagit avec les gens dans nos vies de tous les jours. Nous, on est en communication avec les différentes personnes de nos vies de tous les jours. On est géré et manipulé par les 95%, par notre subconscience, en fait. Subconscient, c'est quelque chose que tu n'as pas contrôle, que tu ne vois pas. C'est pas quelque chose de tangible, c'est quelque chose de subconscience, quoi. Mais le plus important que ça gère le 95% de notre comportement de tous les jours. Donc, dans cette session, si on arrive à interpréter, à imposer notre style de communication avec ces gens-là, on a beaucoup de chances d'influencer les gens, en fait, de les orienter à accepter tout vers notre intérêt, quoi. Donc, c'est ça le but de ce qu'on appelle les communication components. Donc, guys, the communication component is very important on how we are, communicating. When we communicating, we use our voice to talk. We use the words to express our idea, and we use the body language to illustrate what we are saying. Then the first question I want to ask you, what we say is important, of course, but out of 100%, how important are words at communicating a message? Can you write on the chat box? Out of 100%, how important are words at communicating a message? Can you try? Les gars, je vais vous demander à 100%, à quelle importance de pourcentage le mot est-il important quand vous êtes communiqué avec les gens? Dans un degré de 100%, à quelle importance sont les mots quand vous communiquez des messages? Vous pouvez écrire dans le chat box. 7%. Mais allez, t'as pas besoin de 95%. Mathurin, merci pour l'aide parce que Billy a dit, Billy said 20%, 30%, John Bone. Next. 85, Tafadwa, 95, Tafadwa, 7%. Miali, 20%. Billy, 30%. John Bone, more than 80% said Mathurin. Last one, and I will go to the next slide. Une dernière réponse, et puis je vais migrer dans la prochaine slide, dans le prochain slide. Troy? Okay, I can go to the next slide, don't worry. So guys, the result is, maybe Mial has looked on my slide before. Only 7% of what we are communicating. Sorry, I lost my word. Only 7% important is the word when you are communicating to people. 38% is how we use our tonality, how we use our voice is important. But the most important communication component is your body language, 55% important. How you use your eyes, how you use your hand, what your gesture is. So I repeat again, 7% important is the word, the language you use to communicate something. 38% is how you use your voice. 38% important is your tonality, how you use your voice. You know, there is those guys has a very big voice and very, very influential when they talk. Let's take an example of Obama. The guy has a very big voice and he's very influential. And the most important thing is the body language, which is 55% important when when we want to communicate efficiently. So let me give an example. This is the example I am always taking when I'm giving a clear example of this communication components. And I think this is, you can relate. Please write to me if I'm wrong, because that is just a personal viewpoint. I will shift in French first, then I will go on the example. Les gars, seulement 7% importants sont les mots qu'on vous, ou les langages qu'on vous communiquez. Donc, les mots que vous disiez, c'est 7% important. Et puis, comment vous utilisez votre voix? C'est 38% important. La tonalité de votre voix, la vitesse de votre voix, comment l'articulation de quand vous parlez, ça c'est 38% important. Mais le plus important, c'est le body language, la geste corporelle. C'est là, ou le langage corporel. C'est là que c'est très, très, très important quand vous essayez de communiquer avec les gens. I will go back to the example now. When you have a girlfriend, and the man cheat on the girlfriend. When the girlfriend just said in a word, like, please don't cheat on me, the guy would take that in a minimum consideration, because it's just a word. He just said, please don't cheat on me. And then the guy still didn't take that seriously and still continued to cheat on the ladies. And then the lady started shouting using her voice, please don't cheat on me, using her voice louder. Then the guy started to take it seriously, like really things is really serious at this time. But when the lady didn't tell anything, just use her body language. You know how lady, when they use body language, they don't talk, but when you use body language, brother, I think things is over for you. So that is a clear example how this is much related in our daily life. When the lady just said, please don't cheat on me, you don't take it seriously. When the lady started shouting out, you just started to consider it. But when the lady didn't talk anymore, but just use a body language, this is very serious, and you need to take it very seriously. But most of the times at this level, man, it's over for you. I swear you, it's over for you. Les gars, juste un exemple pour illustrer cette différents types de communication, en fait, différents composants de communication, c'est ça le mot exact. Juste un exemple, quand vous avez votre petite copine ou petit copain, et que, Noneto, I'm listening to you. You raise your hand. Yes, I'm listening.
Ok, bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour, Noneto. Tu as levé la main? Ok, je continue. Comme le gars, il a trompé sa petite copine, et sa petite copine commence à juste dire, s'il te plaît, arrête tes choses, ne me trompe pas. Donc, les gars, ils ont tendance à prendre ça d'une manière plus minimisée, quoi. Donc, ils ne prennent pas ça au sérieux. Quand la petite copine maintenant commence à utiliser la voix et commence à dire les choses à voix haute, en disant « ne me trompe plus », c'est là que le gars commence à se réveiller et puis à dire « ok, les choses sont un peu sérieuses maintenant ». Mais là, quand la petite copine ne dit plus rien, quand la petite copine a juste utilisé les gestes corporels, c'est là que tout devient très sérieux. Pas vrai? Tout devient très sérieux. Et normalement, à ce stade-là, c'est mort pour toi, frère. Hein? Il n'y a plus rien à faire quand c'est juste le geste corporel qu'on utilise. I saw it's very, as I said, important to use a body language, because this is most of the time the most influential communication components part that we need to master and we need to talk, because this is most influential when we talk to people. So we will focus more on the body language today to finish this session. So we talk lastly about body language. Before we start, I will play a video of Barack Obama, to show you that even not Barack Obama, of Bill Clinton, it's a former US president, to show you even at this level, the body language is very, very important. So I will show you the video. I will try to. Can you hear? Can you see? Guys, can you see and can you hear? Okay, guys, I think we have problem with audio. I tried to put it, but it can. We don't have much time to to do. So let me go back to the where is it now? Let me go back to the presentation. So as I said, the body language is the most important communication component for us to be mastered, and that can help us also to, how can I say that, to put our communication styles and also to influence more. I will, what is it? I will what is it? Okay, now I will ask a question, and you'll write on the chat box what it could be, what it could mean for you. So now, when people using a body language, when people is how do you call it, tapping on a finger on a foot, quand les gens ils bougent les comment on appelle ses pieds, ses doigts, comment ça pourrait être interprété? How you interpret it when you interpret a body language? When people is tapping a foot and finger. Responses? Nervous. Impatient, what they say. Secondly, when people is crossing arms when they are talking to you, when they cross arms when they're talking to you. Stress. Stress. When they are crossing arms when they are talking to you, what could that be? That could say the resistance. So when you talk to people, that is crossing the arms, which means they are resistant, and they will be resistant on what you said. When you're talking to people and the people is holding object in their front, quand vous parlez avec les gens et que les gens tiennent quelque chose et qu'ils la met en séparation à vous deux, qu'est-ce que ça pourrait peut-être interpréter? It can be shy, resistant, but it can separate you as well. It can share because the people need some what is it, some support, psychological support, but it could be resistant as well. It could separate. So please keep your idea, I will keep mine, and that's fine. When people talking to you, when they check their thumb and fingernails while they're talking to you. Yeah. When people checking thumb and fingernails when they're talking to you, what that could be? Impatient, sure. Thanks, Dalitum Fula. It could be bored. When people talking to you and picking things off of their clothes, quand les gens vous parlez et puis essaient d'enlever quelque chose dans leurs vêtements, qu'est-ce que ça pourrait dire? I'm seeing distracted, sure. Bored, disapprove. So when they, what is it, talking to you and picking things on their clothes, it could be, what is it, they could disagree and disapprove on what you are telling. When people talking to you and touching the mouth and nose, what that could be? When they're talking to you and they're touching their mouth and nose, not interested? Yes. That's for sure. They said they are lying. When they're talking to you, they tend to play with the mouth and with the nose. They said there is a high chance that they are lying. So yeah, Bula, that's right. When they're scratching back of their head and neck when they're talking to you, Quand les gens vous parlent et qu'ils essaient de toujours toucher les nuques et la tête. This could mean lying. This could mean doubt and uncertainty. When they're talking to you and they scratch the back and head neck, it could be doubt and uncertainty. Next, when they play with the collar, quand ils jouent avec le col, quand ils parlent avec vous, what does that mean? Not interested. Yes, Tafadjoa. Uncomfortable, nervous. Ils sont inconfortables, ils sont nerveux. When they increase blinking, when they're talking to you, suddenly they increase blinking. Quand ils vous parlent et qu'ils augmentent leur façon de blinking, comment on dit ça, de plier les yeux. Là, in Tafadjoa side. They could be, they're anxious. It could be an anxious. When they pop up head in their hands, when they're talking to you, that could mean they are bored. So those are just an example of ordinary case of body language, how do you call it, interpretation. On the next session, we will talk more about it. Right now, we don't have more time left anymore. It's more than 1 hour. So if you don't have, and please, I need to remind again that those things, they are doing it unconsciously because it was the subconscious mind who bring them to do those behavior. So they do it unconsciously. Je répète encore que ça, ce sont des exemples d'interprétation des langages corporels et que les gens, ils fassent ça d'une manière inconsciente parce que c'est la subconscience qui les amène à se comporter pareil. Donc, c'est là qu'on a truc. Mais pour aujourd'hui, je pense que ça y est. On a un peu dépassé un peu l'heure et puis, je pense que c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. So, guys, I think that is all I can share for today. For next session, we can go more further, but for today, it's finished. Do you have any question or any concerns about today's sessions? After the sessions, I can send you the body language document, so for you to read through. And I don't have any assignment to give to you. Just maybe apply body language interpretation to the people that you are talking to, but I don't have any and Fion Feka, don't worry, it's okay, I can understand. You too, you are working on the YMCA, so on a Saturday, YMCA has a lot of activities, so it's okay. Fiona, I think it's okay. Don't worry. You will see it on because it will be recorded on YouTube, so you will see it on YouTube. Do you have any things to say for today, guys? If not, we can call it a day. And Noneto, you raised your hand. Noneto, tu as levé la main. Nutehu, sorry. Tu as levé la main?
Bonjour.
Bonjour, Noneto.
Oui, c'est Nutehu, Happy du Bénin.
Oui, je t'écoute, frère. Oui, je t'écoute, frère.
J'avais levé la main par rapport au langage comportemental.
Oui.
Je voulais savoir, parmi les trois niveaux, est-ce qu'il y a l'un qui engendre les deux autres? Parce que moi, souvent, dans mes communications, je ne fais pas trop attention à ça.
Oui. Le truc, c'est que dans la communication, ce sont les trois composants. Tu dis des mots pour communiquer, tu utilises la voix, la vitesse des voix, comment on dit ça, le fait comment tu utilises la voix, et dernièrement le body language. Normalement, c'est trois choses différentes mais interdépendantes et trois composants importants dans la communication interpersonnelle. Donc, le plus important, c'est le langage corporel et c'est ça, en fait, qui va t'aider à améliorer les mots que tu vas dire. Et puis, à améliorer aussi de comment tu vas utiliser la voix.
Ok, je vois.
Oui, oui. OK.
D'accord, c'est...
Donc, guys... Oh,
ouais. Merci
oui, oui.
beaucoup.
Merci, je t'en prie, frère. Donc, guys, if you don't have any questions, we can call it a day. Donc, si vous avez des questions, on peut en finir aujourd'hui. Et encore, joyeux fête de la réunification pour le Cameroun. Et on est ensemble. Guys, thank you for today. It was a great session. I don't want to go beyond the hour we are, the times we supposed to finish. So let's call it for today. And it was great to be with you again. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Merci à tous.
Merci, John.